Oh, okay, we're in the next day. And I'm getting a little bit of a late start, partly because I spent several hours editing that vlog that just went up. I'm still rough cutting this as much as possible because it's more important to get the work done, but I'm tired of not being able to put out content while working just because it's not polished or things aren't working right. So today, because I want to get this done as fast as possible, we're heading off. Ooh, you're crooked. Alright, we're heading off to Micro Center to pick up case, motherboard, and probably a HDMI cable. Whatever else we might need that isn't too expensive. I could have ordered through Amazon, I know, but that would have taken more time. Time I don't really have. So the goal for today is to go get the case, get the motherboard, maybe some fans, HDMI cable, and put together the stream PC again. Revive it from the dead. But first, I need driving supplies, because this is going to be an hour one way, then shopping, then an hour back. Alright, just a little recap, clarification, because as I was editing, I realized in the last vlog I was a little stream of consciousness, because I was trying to, fix the problem. I tested out the old stream PC, tested out the Elgato on the Den PC, swapped the HDMI cable and such, and the Elgato seems to actually work. Once one of the cables was swapped out, which is annoying seeing as I'd already done that before, then things seemed to work. The stream PC suddenly decided it wasn't going to read the Elgato, and then eventually when I tried to reboot, it wouldn't boot up ever again. I have not gotten it to boot at all, so it is dead. The motherboard is dead. Still don't know if the Elgato was taken along with it. If it was, that'll suck because it will mean another 2-hour round trip to get that taken care of. It's still in super view. Anyway, I got all the parts. Doing a little vlog real quick because I almost ran out of gas. I just barely made it. I got very lucky. Alright, I've been back for a while after picking up the new case and new motherboard and a new HDMI cable. Long drive, detours, and everything else. I took a little while to actually do my teardown, pretty much, and get things ready. I'm trying to keep these vlogs short and such, but the current goal right now is to get this all installed and set up. I'd like to get the stream PC at least somewhat started working today. That would be ideal. So then I can potentially start working on the network stuff tomorrow. My other hope is that I can just connect the hard drive from the stream PC, straight into the new one, and just connect right to it. It's the exact same. I've got the exact same motherboard. A little bit of a risk, I know, but it's the only one that I know of this spec type that has enough USB ports for what I need to plug into it. So that's what I'm using. Anyway, hopefully that'll make this a lot faster. A couple new bells and whistles, maybe a secondary hard drive, and maybe a little bit more RGB. It's not exactly the kind of case I would like, but it was what was there and wasn't crazy expensive, so that's always a plus. So let's get started, shall we? Don't mind me, I'm going to be watching watching my shows while I'm at this. another standoff that doesn't seem to want to play by the rules. I can't tell if this is motherboard manufacturing issue or case. All of these standoffs line up. That one in the corner does not. I think this might end up being the last case I ever get from this company. I acknowledge the fact that I took a risk in buying from the same brand again, but that was the first time I ever tried using them. This is the second time. I'm not 100% impressed. Alright, let's inspect this standoff. This standoff looks like a different color. I believe they gave me a spare. Thought they gave me a spare. Fine. We'll reinstall this one. See if it was just poorly aligned. Alright, try the motherboard again. I officially like part of this case thus far. Removable fan mount for the front panel. Yes! I was just complaining in the last build that putting the fans on the radiator through the front grille and that sort of thing, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. This makes it so much nicer. Or, you know what? I'm counting my chickens before they hatch here. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, so can't go that way. It may still work. I just made an error in judgment. Moving on. Nothing to see here. Well, as I was saying, once you get the fans in the right order at least, and I still messed it up. Looks like I'll be routing these like this. I didn't want to route them like that. I wanted to route them on the other side. Let's do it again. Okay, as I was saying, for the first time, definitely not the third time. No, don't know whatever give you that idea. I like this new fan mounting that they've got and such that separates from the case, and then you can attach these radiators and such. It makes it very easy and totally not an issue at all if you just do it properly the first time to install your fans and or coolers where they need to be. Even remove them if you have to. Not that you should have to remove them that often. If you do it right the first time, it should be a piece of cake. Cake. Okay, so after several hours of work, going back and forth, I'm finally ready to do a boot test. It's probably not as exciting from your angle and such, because you won't be able to see the lights. And of course, from what I had read, I would have been able to connect the RGB fan here to the motherboard to get it to light up, but apparently not. Different type of fan. So I'll have to come up with a solution for that later. That's less important. But anyway, should be all connected, and I do have the old hard drive connected. The old hard drive is connected right now and I'm hoping it'll boot straight into Windows. So, but I'm also hoping the angle of this camera is showing that monitor. So let's see. Got good power. Lights are going. Fans are spinning. Come on, monitor. It's not even posting. Why aren't you posting? These fans are spinning. It just doesn't post. There's no LED on here to show me error codes. There sorta is. I think it's telling me the CPU's f***ed. Awesome. Let's check the bloody manual. CPU not detected or fail. Is that why the other machine didn't boot? Because the motherboard killed the CPU? Don't make this even more costly than it was before. Oh my god. There is a chance that the CPU power is not properly clicked in or is pulled out of the power supply. I've run into that before. So hopefully it's that. If it's not that, I'll have to unmount the CPU cooler, reseat the CPU, go back to the beginning, and if that doesn't work, pretty sure I don't have a CPU I can test in here, a known good one that works on this chipset. Drag you down here. This power connector has been a pain in the butt for a while. I don't like where they placed it. There's too much stuff around it. There's not enough room to get at the release catch. Okay. See if that CPU LED comes back on. Still saying CPU fault. Of course, getting at the power supply part is going to be an absolute pain in the butt now that they keep closing off that right-hand side. Of course, it's all the way on the other side. So I gotta bloody remove it. Now what I'm about to do, I don't usually recommend. There should be enough shielding. Still showing the CPU error light. Oh, this is loose. The 24 pin was loose. Still showing the CPU light. So now we check this 24 pin. I feel like I'm giving us a case of prostate exam. I'm gonna have to reseat the frickin' CPU and pray. Might have been too much thermal paste. Hopefully I didn't cook it. It's lined up properly. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try. I've reseated the CPU. Let's hope. No, it's still giving the CPU light. So either this is my second bad motherboard, or the last bad motherboard fried the CPU. There's one other way I can check. Well, it won't mean anything, essentially. If it goes bad. If it goes badly, I should say. But there is one other way I can find out. It's gonna take a little time. Okay, taking a little bit of a risk. I've got it. CPU, the cooler, and the RAM back in the old board. And I'm gonna go ahead and try and start it up. And if I get the CPU light there, then more than likely CPU's fried. If I don't get the CPU light there, then my brand new motherboard has a problem. So, that's a new noise. But the CPU light didn't go on. Oh, I can't believe this motherboard is unstable. Already know that. I'm gonna go ahead and see if it even tries to fire up BIOS. And it does. So, the problem's not the CPU. The problem is the new motherboard. I can't get that fixed. I am returning it, and I am not buying that motherboard ever again. Okay, last test for the day, because it's closing in on 6 a.m. on the next day. I've got everything hooked up on the new motherboard. We'll just have to see. Oh, it's working now? Is it working now? Holy crap. Oh, it just turned itself off. Why? And it turned itself back on again. Boot up. Please press enter. F1 to load setup. You didn't just turn off, did you? Oh. Why were you such a pain in the butt? Why? 'Cause it's me, right? What's the CPU temp? 29 degrees. Holy crap. CPU's gone up to 31 already. Okay. I don't know why you were being such a big butt. No clue. But I'm not going to be finishing the system today. I still want to try and edit this vlog down and get it out. But it's running. I'm going to leave that as it is right now, just to make sure that the temperature is going to be okay. And that it doesn't suddenly freak out on me. I don't know why. I reseated that thing twice. Reseated the RAM. Unplugged everything, replugged everything, unplugged everything, replugged everything. It just... Whatever, it's working so far. CPU temp is a little higher than I'd like. So most likely tomorrow I will... I'm loath to do it, but clean off the thermal paste and put it back in. Of course, there is a bake-in period, so maybe that's part of why it's a little warm. But it's working. Oh, crap. Alright. I'm going to download my stuff. Download the vids and everything and get working on that. Maybe grab some food eventually and then see what little sleep I can get before starting up again tomorrow. I was hoping to start tomorrow working on the new network, because that's going to take a lot of time in and of itself, but yeah, got to make sure this isn't going to be a problem. Alright, I'll see you next time. Holy crap.